this is Quincy Taylor. I'm starting a new thing on ProBodybuilding.com called Ask A Bodybuilder. We're going to be asking bodybuilders different questions like politics, different things like that. But the first question we're going to start this whole segment off with is, who do you think is going to win the Olympia, and why do you think they're going to win the Olympia? And I'm asking George Farr that question first.
You know, to be honest with you, if you would have asked me that question last year, probably I would have had a better answer. This year, you can't count anybody out. There's Kai Green is coming to my mind, really strong, and everybody, you know, counting Dexter's out. I mean, Dexter's Mr. Olympia. You know, he's making improvement, and not to mention that Jay Cutler is coming back and hungry, and he wants to do history. You know, come back and win the Olympia. So it's really, it's going to be a toss-up out there. Phil Heath, all these guys are really great guys, man, and honestly, everybody should go watch it because it's going to be one of the most exciting Olympia ever.
Do you see how he just evaded that question? But you know what? I ain't mad at him. But it is a hard call. So I'm gonna go around asking this today. I'm gonna see a lot of different opinions, a lot of different ideas on who you think is gonna win and why. So see you later. Pros and state of mind.
I don't have a definitive answer, but I think that Kai Green could win the Olympia this year. I think that if Victor brings his legs up more, I think he's gonna be in the running. Personally, the guy that I like the most is Phil Heath. I think it's going to be one of those three guys. I don't think it'll be Jay this year. Although I'd like to see him at his best, battle with those guys. I think the streak that Kai has going on, I think that he's going to be tough to beat. But I'd like to see how Phil looks next to him now that he's had all that time off.
Dennis Wolf is going to pull off a victory at the Olympia.
Why?
Big freaky kid that he's just progressed every year, and this is his year.
Hi, Allie Olson, won the 2008 Excalibur. Who I think is going to win the Olympia? Phil Heath or Kai Green. Why?
Not just because it's hot.
Kai Green, I think his physique is phenomenal. His attitude, his posing, everything's great. Phil Heath, he's got a fresh look, amazing physique as well, great stage presence, and from Colorado, where I'm originally from. So good luck.
I think Dexter Jackson is going to win the Olympia.
Why?
Tell me why. I just think he's always on his stuff. He's very self-disciplined. He knows what he wants. He's professional about it. He's very experienced, and he's going to win.
Iris Kyle is going to win the Olympia. And why? Because she got the best package overall. Completely, I mean, her body is just amazing. She is Miss Olympia.
My theory is, I think the dark horse is Kai Green, but I think Dexter will repeat. I think Dexter, right now, I think he's a little bit more complete. He's going to be a little bit more conditioned. I think Dexter's got a lot to prove now. I think the first Mr. Olympia, a lot of people aren't giving him credit, I think, for what he's done. And I think a lot of people, from what I'm hearing through the board and talking to people in the industry, that they think that it's still up for grabs, which it is. But usually, normally, it's like when a champion has it, you got to knock him out. But it isn't so right now with the Olympia. Now it's wide open with Phil Heath and guys like that. But I would have to say my pick right now is Dexter.
But overall, I'd say Dexter probably again, just because his condition is phenomenal. I think above everybody else. I like Jay Cutler for his size, but Dexter looks a lot better.
I think Dexter has a good shot at it again because as far as I think proportion, symmetry, overall look, he's a beautiful bodybuilder. If the Olympia's turned its face toward that. In the past, I think it's kind of been the mass monsters that have won the Olympia, and the Arnold's gone more toward symmetry.
The women, I know Iris is going to win because Iris is like totally awesome. She's got everything. She's hard. She's got great symmetry. She's got great looks, and she's the all-around package. I mean, you can't beat Iris. That's all I have to say. Iris.
Phil Heath is going to win the Olympia. The reason why is he's a good friend of mine from Colorado. He's dialing it in. He's close. He's good for the sport, and that physique now is winning the big shows. It's not the Dorian Yates anymore. With Dexter Jackson winning Olympia, so can Phil Heath. I think he's the upcoming star.
I think Dexter Jackson is probably going to win it again because I think the trend is the tighter, leaner, more well-defined body. And I think Jay is going to have a tough time trying to convert himself to that type of a frame.
To tell you the truth, it's a toss-up. I'd like to say Kai Green, just because he shocked this world and dug deep and took it to another direction with his posing, his finesse, his dedication, his commitment. But then again, you got Phil Heath. That's just come on the stage with full round muscle bellies and condition beyond control. So it's a toss-up. I think it's between them. Sorry, Dexter. Love you, man, but I don't know.
I have to say, I'd like to see Phil Heath build his way up there, you know? He's got a great physique, good aesthetics, stuff like that. Dexter is looking good last year. If he comes in as sharp as he did last year, I mean, I don't think there's I don't think anyone can compete with him if he comes in that sharp again.
You said Phil Heath?
I'm going to say Phil Heath. That's going to be my call.
I don't know. I would say Victor if he comes in shredded and in shape like he could, but I'd say between him, I'd like to see Dennis Swope, but that's not going to happen. I'm going to go with Victor. I think if he brings it like he needs to, I think he's got the perfect shape and symmetry. So I think it'll be Victor.
All right, here with Mel Chansey at the Junior Nationals, and my prediction for the 09 Olympia, Jay Cutler. So I feel that, you know, the way he lost it last year, you know, the way he went down, I think he just made a lot of mistakes, and you know, I'm a personal good friend of his, but he's saying that this year he thinks he's going to get it back. He's doing everything he needs to do. His off season, I know he's about 295 right now, and he's hungry. I think the first 2 years he was slipping up just a little bit, you know.
I think Jay Cutler.
I think
I'm a fan of Dexter Jackson.
that's his whole name, right? Yeah.
Why? I think Jay. I'm a fan of Jay. Jay's just been in a long time. He's got a lot of accomplishments under his belt. I'm just a fan of his.
I think Phil Heath's going to win the Mr. Olympia, or at least I hope Phil Heath's going to win the Mr. Olympia based on his symmetry. I think is the best. He's got those muscle bellies that just pop when he hits his poses, and I think he's a good guy, so I hope he wins.
I'd say it's between Kai Green and Phil Heath. I think they're the best condition. I think they have the best symmetry, and I think they both represent the sport well.
Easy. I think Iris Kyle's going to win it, and the reason I'm saying it is because, be truthful, it's all vanity. They're calling me a baby Iris Kyle, and I want the person who I'm being called after to win. So if you're going to call her the winner, then guess what I am? There you go.
Thank you.
I think Iris Kyle will win because she looks amazing and she always brings it, and she's, got great shapes and just, I think, is the ultimate female bodybuilding. So that's my pick for females. For males, I don't know how to call that one.
Olympia, Phil Heath for sure. He's up and coming. He's been placing better and better every year. His physique looks phenomenal. I definitely think he's going to be the candidate to win. If not, maybe top two for sure. Phil Heath.
I think Kai Green's going to win the Olympia this year. He's on the money. He's at the Arnold. I think Dexter's going to have problems matching up to his size. I think Phil Heath is going to be a contender as well. But I like Kai if he can dial it in like he has been.
I'd like to see Victor Martinez win.
Why?
I've been judging bodybuilding for a long time, and I think Victor's got all the parts, all the pieces. He just needs to put the puzzle together. I think the man deserves it. He's got a genetic gift, so
that's how I feel about it.
It's got a long time coming. So
I think I'm gonna go with the blade again. With the blade, is it because really clean lines? It's full. You know what I mean? And plus his youth too. He just looks good. Looks good. Compared to everyone else, his look is definitely, it reminds me almost like a flex really back in his day, his prime day. So I think go with the blade, man.
I'd say Kai Green right now. He has some momentum with the size, the symmetry, conditioning. I think Barton is the best.
Kai Green, new face on the scene. I like this physique at the Arnold Classic.
Hi, and I said Jen Gates because she's from Indiana, and so am I. So go Jen.
I think Dexter Jackson. He is the reigning champ. He's one of the best models for the sport. He always comes in shape. The sport's kind of shifting to the smaller, more conditioned guys rather than mass monsters. I have a lot of respect for Jay Cutler, but I think that his career is kind of coming to an end. I hate to say that, but just with the way the sport's shifting, the way Dexter's still going strong, I think Dexter's going to win.
I
think Dennis Wolf is going to win the Olympia. Basically, by what I researched, he lost about 15 pounds getting into the Olympia. So basically, if he comes in with those 15 pounds fuller, it's going to be a great fight between him and Phil Heath. Why? You got genetics on one side, but then you got that grainy, old school Dorian Yates type of look, skin tone that Wolf has. So I basically have Dennis Wolf. He's much taller, doesn't have short clavicles, has wide clavicles. Phil Heath has the shorter clavicles, makes him look a little narrow when he does a front lat spread. So basically, that's why, complete package, I will go for Dennis Wolf.
Who can win? I think Dexter still can redeem himself if he, of course, I'm sure he knows what he's up against. And then I think the next favorite is going to be Kai to me, And then, of course, it's so tough, and you're skipping so many people, you got Phil Heath, but you never know. But I think if Kai can bring the Kai from the Arnolds and then some, then he can win. If Dexter can hold his own and knows what he's up against, I think Heath can win. That's kind of how I put it right now. And of course, you can just go on and on with other people, too, though. So
I would go with Dennis Wolf. His physique's a lot thinner than Jay Cutler. He's just got too big of a bulk in his midsection. I like his physique, and he's up a newcomer, and that's who I'm shooting for.
Okay, I think this year Jay Cutler's going to win. I just think I really like his physique. If he does what he did when he was chasing Ronnie and brings that package back, I think he's going to take it this year. But Victor's right up there too, and he's got unbelievable shape and small waist, so it'll be interesting, But I'm going with Jay.